Should I turn off the light? Oh my god, look how angelic Sebastian looks.
I know, right? And hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Still haven't come up with the name for the channel yet, but no, it doesn't matter. Today, I have my roommate here, Fluffy.
Hi!
And we will be playing Katawa Shoujo. This is a dating sim, for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do know, shut up. But this is actually one of my favorite dating sims, visual novels that I've ever played. I've actually almost gotten every single ending to this game. But my friend here has never played a dating sim, so I might as well introduce him to the one that I love most, and also the one that's kind of a little messed up at the same time.
As far as I hear, I can do a girl with no legs. That's all I know.
Yeah, on that note, let's start.
Ooh, that's pretty.
A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This popular retreat is cannot read. There's going to be a lot of that, people. Get ready for it. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. I was clearing my throat. Do you want to read?
I'm good. Totally fine.
Because you know you're going to have to voice some of the characters, right?
I'm totally down with that.
Okay, then. If you interrupt me one more time, you're reading.
Waka.
Okay, you're reading.
I didn't interrupt.
No, you didn't.
I made one final statement.
Fuck you.
This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of the sight of teachers and fellow students. But now in the late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. That's not gonna cause a fire. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold.
The only one motherfucker. You get to voice the main character.
I'm just making sure I wasn't reading rubbing it out in the cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note says 4 o'clock p.m. Ah yes, the notes. Slip between the pages of the math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of letter in the locker, but at least this way it shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the notes, the snowfall gradually thickens.
It's one snowy night.
The snowflakes silently falling, the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl.
I'm going to get you to read some creepypasta because you have a beautiful voice for this.
I'm glad you enjoy it. What the? Did it just... Okay, it made a noise.
Yes, it did. It
The
does
rustling of the dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Yeah, it startled me too.
that. I'm reading this part. Hi, so? You can say names better. What is that?
Isao.
Hisao? Okay. Hisao? You came?
A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never more than an eavesdropper to a conversation, you creepy motherfucker.
Hey, it's Japan, we respect.
I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race.
And there's our main character and seemingly love interest.
Yeah, she seems cute. Oh, that's me. Iwanako. I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic.
Just like any other of your love life. And mine.
I wish I could argue.
Yes, I asked your friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. Why am I holding a knife? Why is there a knife on your... Why?
You have your games, I have mine.
Oh God. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense. For the record, she does not have a knife. That makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried.
God, that knife is killing you. Metaphorically, guys. Metaphorically.
Figuratively. It's figuratively.
It works either way. Whatever.
Oh.
My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself.
Downheart is mine!
So, here we are, out in the cold.
Me wearing a skirt and long socks. I hate the school's required dress code.
Total weakness. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. Hold up a second, guys. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanaka flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. The weirdest words I cannot read.
Well, short skirt kind of distracts you.
Oh, yeah. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Thump.
Yeah, that last part with the hair kind of reminded me of what we just saw in JoJo last night.
Do not watch JoJo the 4th season until you watch all 3 seasons first. It is 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically.
My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried.
You see, I wanted to know if you go out with me.
She asked in a dark forest away from everyone else so they can't hear me scream.
When you say no.
I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point.
Isa? No.
He's out. I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms.
Isao!
My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. I knew it, she's gonna stab you.
Explains the knife. Isao! I'm pretty sure I'm still pronouncing that wrong, but oh well. Fuck it.
The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak in the knees.
Oh, we just had a heart attack. The world around me, a canopy of bare branches and dull winter sky. Iwanaka, Nako, running towards me, all fades to black.
Dun dun dun.
The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of her screaming. I'm not going to say her name every fucking time. Screaming for help. And the incandescent clatter of incessant. Wow, why did I say incandescent? There's some really bright, loud
because you're
noises.
getting into the mood of this room.
Yeah, bright and overbearing.
I can't help it if Sebastian looks like a freaking bomb-ass angel up there.
Clatters from the branches above. Anyways.
What did Iwanako do to us?
Nothing. We had a heart attack.
Oh, isn't that lovely? The girl confesses her love, and we have a heart attack over it.
Katawa Shoujo.
But now we know what our freaking problem is.
I have no idea what Katawa Shoujo means, other than it's a good freaking anime.
It means dead on arrival.
Not anime.
It counts.
Visual novel.
Just so you know, we cannot pronounce all these names, so get over it.
And if you guys want to find this anime, I'll put a link. Not anime, visual novel. I'll put a link down in the description of the website where I found it. I'm not sure if it's still there or not.
We didn't overdose there. Look at the sink.
That's a tray, and I'm pretty sure you didn't overdose. But yeah, I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys to go to and check this out. Check out the website. They have other pretty good visual novels, but this one definitely is my favorite.
This one's starting to make me overdose on oxytocin.
That's what?
Oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It's also known as the love hormone. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Damn oxytocin. And that whole time, I could probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. I can't believe I pronounced that right.
You did. I had trouble pronouncing it the first time.
A strange word, a foreign alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with.
Sadly, it's inside you.
A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Sounds like a terrible form of diarrhea for your heart.
That's a horrible thing to say.
It is a horrible thing to say, but
I'm
that's the way it
waiting.
spurts out.
I'm reading.
Okay.
Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it's a miracle that I was able to go so long without anything happening. And when the one thing that did happen was a heart attack that nearly killed me.
Waka waka.
How lucky. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative for my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. Shut up. I'd already had a full day by then. So I
You want me to take over from here?
No.
Okay.
I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay in the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room was full. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. God, I'm sucking in so much helium.
And that's why you can't have nice things.
You would too.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, true. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get well gift cards began to trickle down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had turned into a class project. Maybe some people were generally concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had any visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis.
Isn't that supposed to make you feel nice?
It will later when you get to middle school.
God, I hope so.
I don't know, it's very depressing in the end, but it makes you value the story a lot more.
What you mean in the beginning?
It also gets depressing in the end if you get the bad ending.
I can see that. Iwanako was last to stop visiting.
Thank you. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had much to talk about when she visited anyways. We didn't touch a subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they're in a hurry and they have millions of other patients waiting on them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way. He just told me wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. Your turn.
So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest, slowly changing appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. I still had the head cardiologist about leaving. I still asked the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I am not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around his answers shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Because it's the same crap every day.
I know, in Japan there's a lot of weird stuff I'd watch.
There's a lot of weird crap every day.
Not the Japan. No, Japan is weird. Fuck it.
Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more.
I like how you say arrhythmia, no problem the first time, and then you have trouble saying library.
I paused for effect. Thank you.
Bullshit.
I found that I liked reading, and I think it even became a bit addicted. Blech. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. Put on some clothes, my friend. But I love the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from another, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I pause in the realization that I don't know what the day or of the week it is. But other times, all the things surrounding me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I would put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I were going to cry. But that happened only rarely. And I couldn't even cry. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I last saw them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. This is supposed to be some kind of special occasion. It's not a party. There is a ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and then setting them aside as if to make a point of pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Creepy. Hello. That's you. Screw you. Nope, totally you.
Fine, but I'm not reading all the women.
Okay, fine, but it's Hisao.
Hello, Hisao. How are you today?
I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him.
I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medicines sorted out, and I'll give your father the prescriptions.
The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly.
So many.
I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. Oh, that's gonna freaking mess with my ADD.
I'm just gonna let it fill up.
Oh, it disappears a little by little. It's not gonna fill up.
Oh well, it's still a very long list, goddamn.
This is insane!
So is your mother.
Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it, attempting only to make me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day?
I'm afraid that's the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this list fade over the years.
My trash bag came untaped.
Oh,
Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I felt better if he hadn't said anything at all.
also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school.
What?
Please calm down, Heiso.
So,
It's Al. He's a doctor. He doesn't give a fuck about your name. Heiso.
I'll fuck him too. I ain't buying the prescriptions.
And you die.
Good.
Listen to what? No, that's your dad.
Yes. But you're still voicing the dad too.
That's fucking hilarious. Your dad doesn't care about your name. Listen to what the doctor has to say.
Calm down. The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. I am going to be homeschooled. Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored.
We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that the medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
Disabled? What? Am I?
It has 24-hour nursing staff, and it's the only...
Hold on, before you finish. 24 hour? How much of the time is this school open?
It's an on-campus kind of deal.
Oh. Okay.
Separate dorms, you fucker.
Damn it!
It has 24-hour staff, and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of the students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby.
Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it really was that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point.
I would.
You have issues, though.
I know.
We need a psychiatric ward for your ass.
And yours. Of course, that's not only... Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you.
Meaning they want to get it down.
Meaning they both work full-time jobs to support your asses to be in the hospital the entire time.
What did you think I meant? Am I getting down to the papers? Okay, that's totally not what I meant. I'm a pervert.
Yeah, no. We went out... Yeah. The dad has a strange list, but don't worry about it. We went out there and had a look at a couple weeks back. I think you'd like it.
It looks like I really don't have a choice.
Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education.
This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity! I totally went hick on there. I'm so sorry, everybody.
We're from Oklahoma. It's alright. Shut the fuck up.
This is you, Doctor.
Oh, that's why I told you to shut the fuck up.
Dr. Phil.
Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and, well, it's not the same one.
A special school? That's an insult. That is what I wanted to say. It's a step down.
It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way.
Meaning they got big ass arms for the wheelchairs.
Funny thing is, the girl with no legs doesn't use a wheelchair.
Is she one of those hobble things where she... No offense to anybody! But is she like one of those things, one of those people that just walks on her hands?
No. Remember that... Have you ever watched, what was it? Kingsman?
No.
Okay. You know how she's athletic, she runs. So she has the stilt walking wheels.
Oh, okay. All you had to say was Paralympics.
They have wheelchairs in those.
Not for running.
Fair enough. It's geared toward... Goddamn. We're sorry, people. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but who just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of that school had gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of our colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. She's missing an eye.
And I don't care.
And guess what?
Oh, hey, look, that's the line. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I'd always thought my life was actually kind of boring. But now I miss it. I want to protest. I almost said protect. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I could go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now it's futile. I look around the room feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing.
Clean state isn't a bad thing.
I was about to say stale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I guess because I saw the bread on the fridge. I wanted to say stale.
If you flip a few words around, a few letters, I mean...
I'm dyslexic!
So am I, damn it. I made that disclaimer already in this channel.
Just so you know, you have 2 dyslexic readers. Thank you.
One can barely read and the other one has problem pronouncing simple words.
And yet I can pronounce
arrhythmia.
That's all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just rein myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Is it sad that I kind of want to make a dish called creepypasta?
There you go, a drawing of yourself holding a heart with band-aids.
That looked adorable.
Act 1, life expectancy.
It's
very
short.
Yeah, it's short, that's what I was going to say.
You were nuts? You were going to say? Oh. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that. But this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that isn't feeling welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no.
Probably yes.
Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It does feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past the trees and the smell of fresh cut grass. Fresh cut glass, people. Let's just walk around on it. Let's feel the shards trickle through our feet and our blood trickle down our legs.
God damn it.
The smell of fresh cut grass and other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into mind, but it makes me shudder. I don't know why the way I said that, I now want some cheddar. I shake them off, stay open-minded now. It's your new life, you have to take it as it is. Whatever, I read that wrong. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about the schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told it is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. They put stairs on the schools for the disabled.
There's ramps.
God, where? I hope there's just elevators, because that's a lot of stairs. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else. It's kinda eerie.
Everyone's in class.
Makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. Gonna need to be a two-parter, man. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a common color.
I mean, two-parter. This is gonna be a very many-parter.
Probably.
Dude, I'll tell you now, this is gonna be a series.
What the fuck's my water? I didn't break my water, did I?
No.
My water broke!
I'll continue reading for you while you get your water. Your water.
I'm a thirsty motherfucker!
Okay, common color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the hauntingly... Howdy, what? I never actually read that word correctly before, no matter what.
Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building.
Yeah, see, that doesn't sound right.
That's okay, I almost read it as naughty. I surprised myself by realizing
this
why
ain't no normal school, kids.
This is, I don't want to know what happens in the naughty main building. Disciplining?
It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with a realization set in my head, I opened the front door.
I'm trying to open these quietly.
He is opening a bag of Oreos, people.
Mint Oreos, motherfucker!
A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Nice to meet. You must be not Nikki? Nakai?
Nakai!
So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Mutao. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy. He looks at his watch. The head nurse asks for to brief. This teacher also has bad language skills.
He's a science teacher.
I know, that's great. The head nurse asks you for a brief check and visit, but there's no time for that now.
No, should I go later?
God, you have such a deep voice. Yes, anyways. Afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already.
Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Think of this. I almost missed what the teacher was saying.
Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Your choice.
Yeah, of course! They must all know who Fluffy is. Yeah, sure, I mean, isn't that normal?
Of course, but not everyone likes to be at the center of attention.
I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to... I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Oh, that is me. Right! But it's no problem.
Let's go then.
My heart is pounding in my chest and it keeps me thinking about the condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door on the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Mutao opens the door and enters.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again.
I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Ah! Get a grip! This is the big step. I know that. But there isn't any point in worrying so much about it. At least not this soon.
Okay, hold on. I want you to look at all these people. Because as it starts to pan over, you're going to laugh your ass off. I think it's already panning over.
I don't think so. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. Except one of them's got her eye covered, so I don't see she's gazing too much. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Where the heck do you put it?
On your desk and beside it. Fuck.
Yeah, but it says put them in your desk. There's like no freaking room under that. Where's the shelf?
There might be like a really small shelf.
How are you gonna fit a sandwich in there? I'm a fatty in class.
Well, there's lockers in the back.
Fair enough. I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. It's not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Okay, that one in the background is just like... I think we just found Peter Griffin as a middle schooler.
We are terribly sorry. We are horrible people.
I'm not sorry, that's where the Family Guy came from. A disabled school.
Anyways, off that topic, I'm very sorry, but still. Once I get better at editing, I'm going to have that picture cropped out just for you.
Making my profile pic, it matches.
Anyways.
All he's missing is a packet of Oreos.
Gosh. Stop it. Just stop. Oh, God, we're going to totally get in trouble for that one. Yes, let's continue.
Okay. Click next. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tuned out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduced me to the class. I noticed a flash of dark hair and it seemed... I noticed a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. Oh, that's so cute. There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is this cheery-looking girl with the pink hair sitting next to her? I knew there would be a pink-haired chick. Sitting next to her? She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Yeah, you and me both, buddy.
Please welcome our new classmate.
He claps his hand, and so does everyone else. Except the one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for the applause that I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. It sounds like I'm trying to say...
Not hi.
Not even that, it sounds like I'm trying to say my own name, but I'm trying to say it in a funky way, like Nikki or something, but everyone wants to say Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, being so boring, this is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with as little as I said. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. Could have been worse. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along and letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do, especially for the one with one hand. The first row girl claps on this round. Hold up, what? Okay. The front row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist. That ends in a bandaged stump.
Speaking of the girl with just one hand.
It makes me feel a little bad. I got my hands up, makes me feel. I had to throw it out there. You knew it was gonna happen.
We're going to be doing some group work today, so I'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Again, with a deep voice. Damn, child.
I'm pretty sure I'm using the same voice the whole time. That way? I don't know.
That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class rep. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else will be able to do that better than her? She's the class rep. I just completely botched that last line. Click before I can fix it.
How could I know? Especially when it was explained by a man with dyslexia.
Fuck you, we're not reading that last part.
What just happened?
I don't know, I clicked.
It hits me that I don't know Hakamichi is, or I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression.
Oh, right. Hakamichi is right over there. Shizu Hakamichi.
Shizune. Sounds like weird juice. Oh, it's the pink-haired chick.
Go ahead.
Spot the main character. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter.
Nice to meet you too, but...
Now she's one of them.
I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi Shika-chan.
Shi-chan.
Ah!
Oh, that's me. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me the whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledged my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of her dainty nose, dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. ... She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher is messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people," and "Who better to explain things to you?"
I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was
Shi-chan.
Like I said, I never actually said her name correctly, so... Again, this may be my favorite visual novel, but I am horrible with names.
Amen.
Shi-chan is deaf. So I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her.
God, you need a translator.
I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course. Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? Gosh, he's too energetic for me.
No kidding.
Great thing is, I can handle both of these, because only one can talks.
The amount of truth behind that.
He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? But there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you were you'd be here today so soon.
He-chan.
He-chan? Right?
He-chan?
Yep, it fits, doesn't it?
I say it out loud. It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how.
It fits. You look just like what I imagined.
Wow, she's imagining me already, huh?
Hand signs.
I forgot I had that thing on power save mode. It just turned off.
Yeah, you look just like He-chan.
Wonder why everyone seems to think so.
Because your name is Isao.
Sao?
More hand signs.
Akamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. The gesture back and forth to her excitedly with their hand. Misha seems a little overwhelmed.
Sorry about that. She-chan wants you to know that she's class rep. So if there's anything you need to know, feel free to ask her.
Hand signs.
You like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you hadn't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
The hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to the class today. The end of this blanket. Can't figure dialogue.
That's not good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just with school either. Always, even if it's a trip to the store. Really, She-chan?
Learn about where you're going? Guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to get along with it half-assedly. But anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over this in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply.
Look down, are you okay? Hand signs. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal. As much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Wow.
Hey, Bowser! Alright. Hand signs.
And another thing, you don't have to call She-chan something so formal like Akamichi or class rep all the time. You can just call her She-chan. Hand signs. Not ready for this?
Where'd the music go?
It's part of the deal.
Don't. Crap. Okay.
Okay, maybe that's too casual. How about Shizun? Nah, Shizune. Would be more appropriate.
Hand signs.
Yep, Shizune is fine.
Heh, okay. That would be a lot easier for me. Feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly. So I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that. Just less so, I guess.
Rapid hand signs.
How do you say loud hand signs? Really get desk in the way? Bash, bash. Okay, that sounds terrible now. Let's just keep going.
We'll just go. Same time, loud hand signs. Whenever there's an exclamation point for it.
Okay.
1.
Loud hand signs. And we're holding up the conversation.
Huh? Oh, right. We haven't even touched the assignment. We should start working now. Or she can. We'll get mad.
She looks adorable when she looks aggressive. Yeah. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it. Before the end of class, anyway.
That too. Hand signs.
Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, okay. I get the message. Hand signs.
After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day out today.
The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we still finish it a few minutes early than anyone else in the class. Despite our late start, Shizune and Misha are really capable. Handy capable.
Oh god.
They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. Squirrel.
Okay, and on that one, do you think it'd be a good time for us to stop right here?
We've made one decision. How long have we been recording? We should probably stop.
Close to an hour.
We should probably stop.
I know that we haven't gotten very far in the story, but this is a very long visual novel to play through. So we'll end it here and pick up on it again next week.
Waka waka.
I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, especially with our stupid rambling and horrible jokes. And we'll see you next week on Katawa Shoujo.